high school students have created an app with the goal of helping to make life easier for cancer patients and their caregivers. And joining us today are the co-founders of Soothe Note, Teddy and Brynn. Welcome, you guys.
Hi. Thank you for having us.
Yes, well, I'd love to hear the story behind how all of this has come about. You know, you guys each have your own stories and connection to, the unfortunate, to cancer. So can you each share your stories and how this all came about and why this was so personal for you all?
We're both high school juniors, and in my freshman year of high school, I was diagnosed with stage 3 germ cell ovarian cancer. That looked like 3 rounds of chemo and 2 surgeries and just 4 months of horribleness. And then unfortunately, again, in my junior year, after about a year and a half of remission, I was diagnosed again. But then within that time where I was in treatment and I was recovering from my cancer, Teddy came to me with this amazing idea, and I feel like you can pick it up from there.
Yeah, so my side of cancer is a little bit different, and I've seen it from the caregiver side. So I'm a caregiver to a loved one in my household, and I saw there was a huge health gap in between appointments on the day-to-day basis. So I've always been close with Brynn. We've been friends since I'd say 8th or 7th grade.
Yeah.
And I supported her through the whole thing, and I wanted to make a platform to help people without a paywall. I wanted Brynn's point of view because patient caregiver point of view, there's nothing like that, and it's something that we could both provide and make a really useful tool. So we developed Soothe Note and launched the first version in March, and we're over 200 users now, and we're gaining lots of traction.
I was just about to say, I couldn't as soon as Teddy came to me with this idea, it was it clicked instantly for me. I couldn't tell you the amount of times that I've been sitting in appointments and my mind will just go blank, and that's where Soothe Note really bridges the gap.
Well, yeah, for sure, because you have so much to think about yourself, not just being a patient, but then also your family. You know, you guys are having thoughts of what's going to happen next, and it's hard to remember all the little things. So I think this is such a great idea that you guys have collaborated on. You know, why do you think an app like this is so important? I know this is from personal experience and, just the idea of, trying to remember things, but why do you think it's so important to have something like this for cancer patients and their families?
I think an app like this is super important because there's nothing really like that out there, and both Brynn and myself wish we could have had something like it because I was researching tools to use and I couldn't find anything. And a lot of the cancer care actually happens in between appointments. 72% of patients forget things that happened in the past 30 days once they get to the oncologist or to the doctor's appointment. So it's really why we made Soothe Note, is for the days in between. And it tracks everything from medication, appointments,
sleep,
everything, and then it generates a doctor summary. So when you get to the doctor, you have something ready on hand for them.